Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Yes?
Dog!
Our ballista, your command.
In retreat!
Left, right, left, right.
What? Who dares?
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. Armor won't save.
Yeah! Yeah!
New orders? No? Ah.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
A lesson in humility coming now.
One bullet's all I need. Give me a target.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Destillat Teufel!
Herzer.
Brach! Scheiß! In zwei!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Yes. Enough! Can't take it anymore.
my boots. Got sand aplenty in them.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Off to the front yet again.
Again and again and again.
Wise choice.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Order!
Then one day, gazing towards the horizon, the Queen spotted Lyrian banners whipping about in the wind.
At long last.
She said with a smile. Niamh resolved to speak with the commander, one Baronet Eldar. It was the first time they met, and the youth very much impressed her. Yet instead of questioning Eldar about the foe's troop movements, Reynard took the conversation down a seemingly irrelevant path.
And how's your father, if I may ask? In good health, I hope?
Yes, though he still nurses that bump he suffered while hunting last winter. Yet he's not one to complain. I'll tell him you asked.
Irritated at the trivial nature of the conversation, Niamh gave her horse a dose of her reins and cantered off. Once Eldar and his men were safely behind them, she took Reynard aside.
Reynard, this is no time for gossip and pleasantries. We are at war.
Yes, Your Majesty. And in such times, little should be taken at face value. Even a man's name.
Get to the point, Reynard.
Eldar's father died a month past. His son, I venture, should have known as much.
But that means... Oh, the bastard. Impeccable accent, though.
I fear he's rather representative of what we face. Nilfgaardian spies are ever well prepared.
Tell me, how did you know?
He wears no mourning on his armor. Were it not for that, I dare say I might never have guessed. What are your orders, Your Grace? To observe these Nilfgaardian mummers?
Assemble a force. Tell them to follow our new allies. Observe them closely.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Reynard's scouts did as ordered, watching the false Lyrians while themselves remaining unseen. Soon after, a scout returned with news that the false Lyrians seemed headed for Rastburg, a castle several leagues to the north.
House. Barn. Granary.
The false Lyrians approached Rastburg Castle. They sought to convince the defenders to open the gate. As their commanders negotiated with the commander on the ramparts, the remaining infiltrators crouched hidden behind a wall, awaiting the signal to rush forth.
Time for Baronet Elder to join his falsely claimed father.
Muttered the Queen.
Follow me!
They found us! Säga not to win!
Alba!
Left, right, left, right.
One boat's all I need. Give me a target.
Again and again and again.
gloire! This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Off to the front yet again.
Arbalist at your command.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Brach! Scheiß! In Trey!
Pays late. Again.
We must trust each other.
Armor won't save. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Gloire en Kazel!
Ours is not to reason why.
Discipline, that is what you folk lack.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
El Herzer.
They found us! Sega not to eat! Very gloire!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Wait!
Left, right, left, right.
Should have listened to me, old lady. Give me a target.
Still up, Seifel!
Again and again and again.
El Herzer! Ours is not to reason why.
Our ballista, your command.
Yes. What? Who dares?
Armor won't save.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Trade!
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Off to the front yet again.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear. Decently. That is what you folk lack. Very glad.
The castle is secure, Your Grace.
The Nilfgaardians found themselves in a clinch. As boiling oil and tar rained down on them from the walls, they attempted to retreat. Yet Meave's halberdiers cut off their path, and at the fight's end, Meave was victorious. The garrison commander now knelt by the body of the purported Baronet Eldar, in truth, a Nilfgaardian spy. He shook his head in disbelief.
He addressed me by name. Knew our watchwords. Why, if you hadn't come along, Your Grace, I fear even to think on it.
Let this be a lesson, then. Trust no one, not a living soul.
Though victory was theirs, the Lyrians left Rasburg in mightily low spirits. They now knew well that Nilfgaard's spies were no less a threat than its heavy cavalry, than its war machines that spit fire.
Milady, if I may, the enemy yet lurks. You must bolster your force. You must incorporate a detachment from my unit.
Armor won't say.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
We must trust each other.
Ours is not to reason why.
Left, right, left, right.
Give me a target.
Company! Forward march! For Rivia!
Our ballista, your command. I'm a war servant.
Maeve's ear suddenly caught brisk music and voices raised in song. She had no doubt. A wedding ceremony had just begun in a hamlet just off the high road. When the bride's father spotted the royal retinue, he rushed up to beg the queen to bless the newlyweds. Maeve obliged cordially. Encouraged, the father boldly invited Maeve and her court to join in the festivities.
You do us a right honour, my lady. And your men would bolster their strength afore to march ahead. We beg ye, eat, drink, and rejoice with us.
I haven't slippers to dance in, but I trust I'll manage somehow. Lead on, good man.
The nuptials took place in the shade of a vast oak tree. Then the newlyweds and their guests walked in procession to a barn adorned with flowers. An uproarious celebration ensued. As she watched her soldiers dance shoulder to shoulder with peasants, Maeve felt a surge of pride at being their queen. The heart of Lyria. It beat most powerfully here, not in the gilded halls of palaces. Suddenly a cry went up as strange armed men rushed into the yard.
There's the lass! Grab her!
Before anyone could stop them, the bandits took the bride and fled into the woods. The drums and fiddles, suddenly silenced, were now replaced by weeping, moaning, angry calls for pursuit. Deep grief upon his face, the host turned to Maeve with a plea.
Milady, we beg of you, help us!
We'll not leave you wanting, good man.
Shouted the queen, slipping her feet into her stirrups.
Follow me! Here!
The earth trembled beneath the weight of horse and hoof. Tankards laid out for a midnight toast to the bride and groom clinked prematurely in the quake, and the Lyrians charged forth into the dark wood.
Good folk, the Queen's returned. Welcome her we must. Tribute in hand.
Though the Lyrian cavalrymen had imbibed spirits throughout the night, they not only managed to stay upright in their saddles, but even gained on the bandits and cut off any chance of escape.
Stop them!
Again and again and again.
The chase is on! Ours is not to reason why.
One boat's all I need.
Watch your heads!
They flee! We must stop them!
Give me a target.
Catch!
Can't take it anymore.
Company! Forward march!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Yeah, yeah! A lesson in humility coming now.
Our ballista, your command. Armor won't say. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Left, right, left, right.
Your Grace, we've near lost them! We have them, Your Majesty!
Neve's troops defeated the bandits and rescued the bride. Only to be surprised. For the maiden fair dropped to her knees and burst into tears of sorrow, not joy.
Weep not, child.
The queen said, placing her arm upon her shoulder.
It's over. You're free.
Nay, not so, your majesty. Milady, I've no love for Jan. No wish to wed him. It's my father. My family forced me. My Heart's Fimbers. He arranged the masquerade. I beg ye, if you've 1 ounce of kindness, if you've a heart, let us leave this place together and free.
This scheme you've pursued, I can't condone. Folk have been wounded. Some might have died,
said the Queen.
Yet, equally, I cannot let others force you to marry.
So, may we go, Your Grace?
You may. Fast as your legs will carry you, afore I've a change of heart.
Though none dared utter a word of chagrin, Meve sensed her subjects' bitter gazes upon her. At the first light of the morn she left, without so much as a nod goodbye.
Kneel and pay homage to the gods. You shall...
Give me a target. Can't take it anymore. One bolt's all I need. One boat all I need. One boat all I need. Can't take it anymore.
Travelling the high road, they heard the bells of a temple to Mother Melitele, situated at some distance. Meve turned towards Reynard.
What have we today? A sacred feast?
Not that I recall, Your Grace.
The Queen's brow darkened, her hands clenched into fists on her reins.
Then they sound the alarm. Follow me!
Stained glass shards glinted in the grass. Bits of down, ripped from quilts, wafted through the air. The priestesses, gathered in the yard, were seeing to wounded pilgrims, setting toppled, oft beheaded or armless statues back on their feet.
What happened here?
The strays of Spala fell upon us.
Sighed the prioress.
Stole the offerings, the monstrances, holy books. My lady, I implore you, come to our aid, recover what's rightly ours.
Ever clever, Meve's scouts soon discovered the bandits' tracks. They led to some thick hazel groves east of the temple. The perfect place to hide, or to lie in ambush. The Queen was downcast as she left the abbey. Though most of the strays had likely ridden towards Lord Clayton's estate, some were clearly still foraging nearby.
This must end.
The Queen tightened her grip on her reins.
At once. It's all come clear now. Sabotage.
Wheel ruts. The strays, no doubt. They must be nearby.
The bandits had pitched camp in a nearby wood. Spirits buoyed by the wine they'd stolen from the cloister cellar, the brigands had not posted sentries.
Another round! To the sisters!
Neve's soldiers were eager, insistent. The desecrators would be punished. Yet only the Queen could order the assault.
High time we put these strays on a leash.
Spat the Queen, spurring her horse.
To arms! Follow me!
Tankards clattered to the ground as the strays reached for their weapons. The brigands would not even fathom giving up without a fight.
Surround them!
Left, right, left, right.
The mist's gonna pass me those lovely earrings? Or do I tear them off myself?
If you insist.
Got a death wish?
Our ballista, your command.
My favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
Regroup!
Again and again and again.
Stick 'em up, high as the clouds, now!
Should have listened to me, old lady.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
You can pay the toll in one of two ways. In silver or in blood.
We got a job to do.
Armor won't serve them.
Shh, cork it.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Got any pebbles? Hungry like a wolf I am.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
This happens, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Surround them!
Got a death wish?
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
My favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
Arbalist at your command.
You might have got away had you not been hauling so
Regroup!
Can't take it anymore.
The mist's gonna pass me those lovely earrings? Or do I tear them off myself?
Again and again and again.
Shh, cork it.
We must trust each other.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Stick 'em up! High as the clouds! Now!
Aye. Armor won't serve. Gotta get our asses moving.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Should have listened to me, old lady. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
The Queen's company defeated the bandits and recovered the loot. Silver chalices, reliquaries lined with mother-of-pearl, gold-embroidered robes.
The priestesses would be grateful to have their treasures returned, Your Grace. They would pray ardently for your victory.
Reynard opined.
Yet, you could also keep the silver, expend it on the war effort. And who's to say which, prayer or coin, would be more useful?
Hard times the realm now endures.
The Queen said, after a pause.
Yet this can't justify a lapse in principles. No. We must defend them all the more.
Meve ordered everything returned to the priestesses. All of it, down to the last gulden. Moved by the Queen's gesture, some of the novitiates joined Meve's ranks, aiming to bring succor to any Lyrian wounded in battle. Queen and company rode off, with no gold to show for their toil, but most certainly richer in spirit.
Left, right, left, right.
Aye.
Can't take it anymore.
Ah, should have listened to me, old lady.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Tiny victuals. Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Again and again and again.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
We must trust each other.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. One boat's all I need. Give me a target.
If you insist.
Abelis to your command. Armor won't say.
Thank you, Your Majesty, on our own behalf and on that of our... Thank you, Your Majesty, on our own behalf and on that of our pilgrims.
One bolt, all I need.
Keep calm, Tiberius.
Give me a target. Our ballista, your command. Armor won't save.
Can't take it anymore.
Give me a target. Our ballista, your command.
Time I taught you some respect.
Armor won't save. One bolt, all I need. Give me a target.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
One bolt, all I need. Give me a target.
What? Who dares?
Our ballista, your command. Armor won't save. One bolt's all I need.
Majesty, you return! Our prayers have been answered! May the Mother Goddess watch over you.
What the devil is going on? Where are our reinforcements? Why does Willem not ride out to face the foe, relieve besieged towns?
I can't say, Your Grace. We haven't had a single scroll from the Prince.
Gods be damned. I've the impression I'm alone in fighting the Blackclads.
Meave's retinue was riding through a narrow gully when a shrill cry cut the air.
Ayven in order!
The gully came alive, and soldiers in black armor rushed forth. A cry in turn went up and down Meave's ranks. Ambush!
Defensive formation!
New orders? No? Ah.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Aye.
Alba!
Can't take it anymore.
Gloire!
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear. Brach! Scheiß! In! Trey!
Pays late. Again.
Off to the front yet again.
One boat's all I need.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Give me a target.
A highly curious case.
Left, right, left, right.
Egreto dum anime est, des est.
Should have listened to me old lady. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
I want them taken alive! I need answers!
After the skirmish, the Queen's troops brought several Nilfgaardian prisoners before her. Reynard, who had the best command of their mongrel tongue, interrogated. His first question? How many battalions were marching on Dravograd?
Kes, Zagdran, ep Dravograd, ven.
The prisoners whispered feverishly, then one spoke on their behalf. They would answer no questions until the Queen pledged to free them in return. The Lyrian soldiers saw this as arrogance and said as much.
Conditions they're giving us now? Sons of whores! I say, we find a tree with a strong bough, several...
I know not the custom in Nilfgaard, but here in the north, the vanquished do not make demands.
Meve gazed at the prisoners.
Since you do not wish to speak, you shall remain forever silent. Ready a rope!
That day, Meve demonstrated she would show the invaders no mercy. The Lyrians marched off, strengthened in their resolve, prepared to fight to the death.
Blackclads trampled my son, your majesty. You saw him walking along the road. He didn't slow, not one bit.
Again and again and again.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Army's a waste of time for one like me. Left, right, left, right.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye.
What do you want of me?
Should have listened to me, old lady. Our ballista, your command.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Again and again and again.
Pays late. Again.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Can't take it anymore.
Armor won't save.
A lesson in humility coming now.
One bolt's all I need.
Niamh and company passed by a village evidently pillaged by the Nilfgaardians. From afar they had heard cries, but as they drew near they recognized them not as cries of grief, but as cursing, cries of anger.
Give him a proper walloping, the scoundrel!
Mercy, good folk! I've done nothing wrong!
The villagers stood gathered near the hamlet's center, surrounding an elf, bloodied and cowering. Stones in hand, the peasants, the queen, demanded an explanation. A ruddy-faced blacksmith stepped forth and spit.
A Nilfgaardian spy the horse and his, your majesty. He's the one brought him here to raise the village. He's gotta hang.
The other villagers agreed with the smith. The elf fell at the queen's feet and groveled.
Have mercy, Renner. Save your loyal subject. They lie. They fault me only as I am an elf.
Niamh was torn, could not decide who spoke the truth. She thus resolved not to meddle at all. Coming to the elf's defense could only rile the resentful crowd. Later, as the villagers placed a noose around his neck, the elf cursed the queen's indifference to his fate.
Devils take you, Dravograd! Devils take you! Your line! Your whole damned land!
Niamh gave the signal to depart. As her force marched off, all heard the elf's cries of grief and pleas for mercy. Then they stopped mid-sentence, and the silence rang in Niamh's and her soldiers' ears.
One traitorous head less than we had afore.
Remember this, Nilfgaardians. You'll not defeat the gods. They fear not your torches. They fear not your swords.
Seen so many armed men in my life, and each one in black plate and winged elm.
A dark shadow suddenly cut across the sky. The Queen instinctively brought her shield up, convinced a Nilfgaardian catapult had lobbed a boulder their way. Yet when the boulder landed in the road ahead, it smashed into splinters and proved an empty barrel.
This is what they cast at us. Barrels. Is this some jest?
Well, they're not known for their sense of humor, the Nilfgaardians,
answered Reynard. Meve stood in her stirrups, squinted, peered into the distance, and let out a hearty chortle. For the barrel had been loosed by neither catapult nor...
Troll or non-troll?
said the Queen, drawing her sword.
None deserve to die at Nilfgaard's hands. Follow me!
Essayr Tuvin Ayven!
For shoot!
Order!
Protect the troll!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
life is mine now.
Armor won't serve them.
Wise choice.
Your Grace, the troll, it's a bit unpredictable.
That will do.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Ha! This one's got spirit. For Rivia!
In retreat!
One bolt all I need. Give me a target.
Catch him! He's worth 20 florins!
Keep calm, Tiberius.
Arbalista, your command.
We must trust each other.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn guns are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Humans good do. Shoop help.
The Lyrians smashed the Nilfgaardian force. The troll, having grown suddenly pensive, gazed and picked at the invaders' corpses.
Clad in blacks, humans. No good humans.
Just so, Sir Troll. The Nilfgaardians are a devious lot. Our land they've attacked most treacherously.
Clad in blacks, humans hard. Why no good humans? Big lot armor. You got to. Try morsel of human, you wish?
Do you know to whom you speak? This is Her Majesty, your queen.
Greeting your queen. Shoop is me.
There, Reynard. I believe I can manage this. Say, Shoop, you've quite the stockpile of kegs. Do you engage in custom, perhaps?
No. Keg's good for smash when Shoop angry gets. But costume engaging. That what mean?
It means... well, to trade one thing for another. At a profit.
One thing for other. For glitter rocks, even.
Yes, if you play your cards right, you might just convince someone to pay you in rocks.
Cards. Cards, kegs, trade, glitter rocks. Oh, soup plan god. Soup gotta go. A 4 human go, soup human give. Your queen aid give, your queen aid get.
The troll turned on his heel and ran out of his cave, his destination known only to himself. As she moved to leave, a hunch told Meve the world would yet hear of this troll named Shoop.
Look at the palace.
The Queen uttered a juicy curse. Dravograd stood before them, Nilfgaardians all round it, 3, perhaps 4 battalions of armored infantry, arbalists and cavalry behind them. Trebuchet volleys had punched holes in the walls, while battering rams had twisted the main gate open. But elsewise, the city was mere moments from falling to the foe.
Doomed! We stand not a chance. Nilfgaard outnumbers us twofold. More!
Then our men must put double the spirit into the fight. Double the heart. Lyria!
Emboldened by their valiant queen and commander, the Lyrians charged headlong at Nilfgaard's lines into a hail of bolts and arrows.
Attack! Rid this city of all black-clad filth!
Your Grace, I see the commander. We must train our efforts on him.
To thee, Nidloir!
Again and again and again.
Gloire and Katza! Marble is to your command.
Alba! Ours is not to reason why.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Your Grace, there, on the horizon. Reinforcements for the foe.
Tell me you jest.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Hey, gloire!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Trouvé, ni gloire!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Armor won't save him.
Quiet! Or the commissar will hear.
Left, right, left, right.
Alba!
Time I taught you some respect.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye.
Brach! Scheiß! In Treif!
One boat's all I need.
Elherzer.
Give me a target.
Off to the front yet again.
Ah, should have listened to me old lady.
Quiet! Or the commissar will hear.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Brach! Scheiß! In Treif!
Yes.
What do you want of me?
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Yeah! Yeah!
My boots got sand aplenty in them.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Destillat Seifel!
El Herzer.
Yes.
They retreat! Your Majesty, the city's ours!
The Nilfgaardians fled in panic, abandoning war machines, shields, and arms, even their wounded. The defenders rejoiced. They laughed boisterously, and cries of delight and chanting could be heard all around. "Warrior Queen," they shouted. "Meve! Meve! Meve!"
Hear that, your grace.
I do. No sound rings more lovely to a ruler's ear. Yet rest on our laurels we cannot. Caldwell, the situation in the town, what can you tell me?
Wall breached. Thrice. 400 wounded, near 1,000 without roofs over their heads. Your Grace, the war's just begun, I know. All coins should bolster the army, yet if we leave the folk of Dravograd no gold, there will be hunger.
You saw the state of the garrison here. Its men fought barefoot, no foot wrappings even. Is my meaning clear? I must have a strong army to command. Lacking that, other towns will fall, more grain stores will burn, and famine will visit not Dravograd alone, but all Lyria. Caldwell, the gold I need very much.
As you command, Your Grace?
The battle we've won, there's just the war that remains. And Nilfgaard will strike again, doubt it not. We must move on. Caldwell, ride ahead to Lyria. My son must call a gathering of the Council of Peers. Tell him so. We'll have much to discuss. Reynard and I will follow with the troops. We shall seek out any Nilfgaardian stragglers, prevent them from rejoining the main force.
Meve's two adjutants bowed and left the Queen to think. She was hungry, sore from the fight, spent. Yet sensing her soldiers' eyes upon her, she set off for the stable, her gait brisk, her head held high.
Boot. Thought 'twas certain as snow comes with winter.
Yes!